do that. Okay. Let's go. Let's power through this final chapter. Oh. You're an uncle. We don't have time to humor Mary's question. Susanna walks up to me, looks me in the eye. Her expression is grim. The next words out of her mouth are the last thing I expected to hear.
この世界線の未来では第三次世界大戦が起きちゃうんだ。それを回避するために私に協力して過去を変えてお願い。
なんだよそれ。なんだよそれは。
第三次世界大戦って大変だ、大変だよ。
That is why CERN was created. Or maybe not created, but that's why they went the route.
父さんは黙ってて。
父さん？はあ、びっくりした。謎の美少女にいきなり父さん呼ばわりされたでござる。どうせな。待てってくれ。
I take a deep breath. Okay, let's figure this out. I turn to Susaha.
そこにある人工衛星のようなものはタイムマシ
Susaha
ンか。
nods curtly. He hasn't smiled once. There's no hint of a cheerful Susaha I remember. Instead, I sense strength, conviction, and steel resolve.
お前の父親が作ったのか。
そうだよ。
Susaha glances at Dara.
お前は一体どこから来た。
2036年から1975年、2000年を経由して。
Oh.
経由だって。
She can walk both forward and backwards. That doesn't make any sense. She's obviously not in her 40s, which means...
あのタイムマシンは未来方向にも跳躍できる。
そうじゃなきゃタイムマシンとは呼べないじゃん。
This isn't the Susaha I know. But it is Susaha.
お前は違う未来から来た。
違う未来。
2036年はどんな状況なんだ。セルンによるディストピアは。
セルンって何？ディストピア？
Susaha frowns. She doesn't know about CERN. That settles it. She's definitely not the Susaha I know.
さっき第三次世界大戦が起きると言ったよな。
そう。その戦争で人類の総人口は10億人まで減ったの。
10億って今の総人口って67億人ぐらいじゃなかったっけ。だとしたら50。
核兵器が
That's
使われて、
right. Nuclear weapons.
かつての冷戦構造にそっくりだっ
It
た。
was just like the Cold War.
きっかけはタ
Only
イム
this
マシ
time,
ン。
they were fighting over time travel. Oh.
EU とロシアによる開発競争が火種になって、それにアメリカまでが横やりを入れたから収拾がつかなくなった。世界を滑る可能性を持つ夢の装置。それを手に入れることは過去から未来までを全て手中に収めるっていうことになるわけだから。
Time travel again. It has the power to grant your dreams and at the same time destroy everything you love. I know that better than anyone.
2036年には戦争は終結してるけど、地球はボロボロ。もうさ、人がまともに住める世界じゃないんだ。
It is unbelievable. In the future of the Alpha World line, CERN used their time machine to fashion a dystopia where no one could oppose their rule. Susaha traveled to the past to change that. She showed me how to escape that convergence. The result is the Beta World line. Here, CERN fails to complete its time machine, but instead 5.7 billion people die in the fires of nuclear war.
そんなのありかよ。
My legs folds beneath me. I sink to my knees.
丈夫?
Mairi kneels beside me and gently rubs my back, but I'm too stunned to respond to her kindness. I glare at Susaha, though I know it's absurd. Part of me blames her.
なんでこんなことになってるんだ。お前が言ったんだぞ。ベータ世界線なら平和な未来が待っているって。
We saved Mairi, we changed the future. And now, after everything we did, Susaha appears before me once again to say that it wasn't enough.
今が未来への大きな分岐点で。
そんなのは知ってる。
だったらわかるでしょ。このままじゃ57億人が死ぬんだよ。戦争が終わったって何も残ってない世界に私たちを、あんなひどい世界を変えるために私はここに来たの。そして過去を変えるためにはオカリンおじさんの協力が。
断る。
I reject her plea outright. Susaha looks hurt, betrayed like an abandoned puppy. How dare she look at me that way? I borrow Mayuri's shoulder and struggle back to my feet.
俺はアルファ世界線からここに来た。俺の大事な女の子の命を犠牲にしてまでここ
I
に
can't
たど
go
り着い
back.
たんだ。
Not to the world where Mayuri dies.
57億人が死のうと知ったことかよ。あいつのクリスの犠牲を無駄になんかさせないからな。
One person versus 5.7 billion. They can't be compared. Susaha is staring at me in disbelief. Mayuri and Daru clearly don't know what to say. I haven't told them what happened, so they can't understand.
つまりおじさんは別のアトラクターフィールドにいたってこと。すごい。それが例のリーディングシュタイナーなんだね。
なぜその名を。
父さんから聞いてる。それに私もオカリンおじさんとは会ったことがあるんだ。
俺と。
そっか。そしてそっちのアトラクタフィールドでも私は同じように2010年に来たんだね。
Oh, so the me of that attractive field went to the past too. A faint smile flickers across her face, and she looks at me with renewed intensity.
オカリンおじさん、今おじさんは断るって言ったけど。
そうだ。クリスの死は無駄にしない。
マヨシは死んじゃうの？さっきから言ってるそのクリスってマキセ・クリスのことだよね。聞いて、おじ
She's
さん。
still alive, isn't she? Ah, just kidding.
もしもだよ。この世界線の未来を変えるために必要なのが2010年7月28日に亡くなったマキセ・クリスを助けることって言ったら。
Shock ripples through my body. What did she say? Save Chris? But how? We no longer have the phone wave or the time leap machine. And even if we did, I could never leap that far back. Of course, I look over Susaha's shoulder at the object disguised as a satellite.
タイムマシン。これがあれば。
It came all the way from 2036. It should have no trouble going back a mere 3 weeks. Even better, this time machine can do what Alpha Susaha's could not. It can travel to the future. I can go to July 28th, save Chris, return to present. No D-mails, no time leaps. Genuine physical time travel. I can't refuse. I literally can't. I saw this time machine once before on July 28th, that fateful day. Shortly before Chris was killed, I saw it standing in this very spot, as sure as it is standing before me now. There's only one thing that can mean. It has already been established that this time machine will appear on that day in this place. Even before I sent the first email, my participation was assured. Even the thought of turning Susaha down now is meaningless. Nothing is coincidence. Everything inevitable. The revelation makes me dizzy. It's like I don't have the tiniest atom of free will. Like my every action from the moment of my birth was planned for me by some cosmic force.
私が望む世界線はオカリンおじさんが通ってきたっていうアルファ世界線だっけ？
Oh, you're looking for... Is it maybe Gamma?
目指すべきはアトラクタフィールドの狭間。
Is the space between attractor field? Space between?
どのアトラクタフィールドからも一切干渉を受けない
Unaffected by any
た
attractor
った
field.
一つの世界線。通称シュタインズゲート。
Interesting. But that's the tune-in name I pulled out of my ass. It doesn't even mean anything.
シュタインズゲートはさ、まだ誰も見たことのない未知の世界線らしいんだ。
らしいって。
Sounds a
そ
bit
れ
like
誰かが観
paradise.
測したんじゃない？
But didn't someone have to observe it to know it's there?
観測はされてないんだよね。だから未知なわけで。でもシュタインズゲートのダイバージェンスはお父さんとオカリンおじさんとですでに割り出されてるよ。相対値でここから
Minus?
マイナス 0.081609%。 そこがシュタインズゲート。
その世界線に到達するために必要な条件が。
そういうこと、第三次世界大戦を回避する鍵なんだよ。彼女が生きていればさ、戦争は起きない。少なくとも57億人も死なないんだ。
なぜだ？なぜクリスなんだ？確かにクリスは天才少女だが、あいつが57億人を救う英雄だっていうのか？
よくわかんない。
わからないって無責任すぎるだろ。
私は父さんの立てた計画通りに動いているだけ。その計画、元はオカリンおじさんが立案したらしいんだけど、だからおじさんの計画が間違ってたら私のやってることも意味がない。
どうしてまた聞きなんだ？直接俺に指示されたわけじゃないのか？
オカリンおじさんは10年ぐらい前、今からだと
15 years.
およそ15年後、2025年に
Are we killed in
亡くなった。
torture? Same result as on the Alpha Word line.
だから真相はわからない。父さんはオカリンおじさんの意志を継いでこの計画を実行するためにたった一人でタイムマシンを作り上げた。
That's my super hacker. He must have hacked into CERN and stolen their research, then used it to construct his own time machine. On the Alpha Word line, CERN killed Daru before he could complete the machine. But here, Daru was able to perfect his design, that's why he can go back to the future. At least, that seems the most likely explanation.
オカリンおじさん、
Huh. Looks like the Twitch connection is a bit wonky too.
その世界線シュタインズゲートは未知っていうぐらいだから、どんな未来が待っているのか誰も知らない。もしかしたら第三次世界大戦が終結した後でディストピアが構築されるかもしかしたらマキセ・クリスはオカリンおじさんが助けた 2日後とかに死んじゃうかもしれない。もしかしたらオカリンおじさんは2025年じゃなくて1週間後に死んじゃうかもしれない。でも同時にもしかしたら2036年になるまで第三次世界大戦も起きないし、ディストピアも構築されないかもしれない。マキセ・クリスも他の誰も死なないかもしれない。素晴らしい未来が待っているかもしれない。少なくとも私がいた2036年でもなく、アルファ世界線の私がいた2036年でもなくなるのは確か。
Is an unknown future really for the best? I would hate for the ending role to say, despite your best efforts, you made everything worse.
先は見えない。完全な未知。
Grisu can't be saved, I know that. Even if we change the past, convergence will ensure her death, just as it did for Mayuri. It is impossible, there's no way this plan can succeed. In the end, fate will win, as it always has.
それでも言ってくれるなら、それでも私と一緒に7月28日へ飛んでくれるなら、この手を握って。
I look down at Susaha's hand. Her skin is rough, her palm callous. This cool, collected, unsmiling Susaha comes from a ruined world. From the ashes of a war that claimed over 5 billion lives. I can only imagine what she's been through. War has changed. Capo. Grisu, how I have dreamt of saving her. I would do anything to change her fate. But how do I know this invitation won't lead me into another maze of despair?
マユシーは今の話ちんぷんかんぷんなのです。でもね、そのマキセさんっていう人はオカリンにとっては大事な人だったんでしょ。だったら頑張るべきだよ、オカリン。
57億人救えるかどうかってのはちっとも想像できないけどな。
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
ごちゃごちゃ細かいことはいいから、その女の子を助けることだけ考えればいいんじゃね。そうすればモテキ到来確定だし。
Exactly. But it's not enough to overcome my doubt. The Maxi Chris we knew, lab member 04, is already gone. Even if I save her on this world line, she won't remember any of the time she shared with us. So there's no point. I won't bend time to my convenience, not again. I'm not God, I don't have that right. If I try, I'll just end up making things worse. Reason pleads with me to stop. And yet, I look at Susa's outstretched hand, and we cannot refuse. And then with resignation, I grasp it firmly. I'm in. Although I may to fight it, this choice was made for me on July 28th, the moment I laid eyes upon this time machine.
結局俺がお前の手を握るように運命は収束するんだろう。
I'm not at all confident that I can save Kurisu. How many times have I tried to resist fate only to fail? I don't want to see her die. But if there is a chance, however small, that she can be saved, I have to try. Even if I can't take back what we had, I want more than anything to save her.
一緒に。
ありがとう、オカリンおじさん。じゃあ乗って。
ちなみにそのタイムマシン、二人乗り OK なのか。
もちろん、私の父さんが作った最高傑作なんだからさ、当然だって。
誰は娘に愛されてる
言葉の意味はよくわからんが、とにかく父さんではなくお兄ちゃんと呼べ。
オカリン、絶対帰ってきてね。言ったまま
な。別に 違う世界に行くわけじゃない。過去にちょっと戻ってくるだけだ。
I pat Barry's arm reassuringly. Then I follow Susa to the time machine's hatch and slip inside. The interior is cylindrical and surprisingly tight. When I sit down on the ledge that rim cylinder, it puts me face to face with Susa, kind of like one of those giant teacup rides. There are fewer controls than I expected inside. The inside definitely looks more refined than what I saw in Susa's time machine on the Alpha World line. But one thing that remains the same. Time display panel, a black screen with red lettering. I guess that's Daru's taste.
携帯出して。
When I hand it over, Susa casually tosses it out the hatch.
おい。
持っていかない方がいい。混戦するから。
Interference? Oh, I see. We're going to July 28th. So there will be 2 of me. And if I bring it, 2 of my phone. I guess that could be a problem if I get a call or something. Time travelers really do need to be careful about what they bring to their past.
ハッチ閉めて。
I hear Mayuri and Daru sharing outside. Mayuri caught my phone, thankfully. I give them a final nod, then close the hatch. Silence engulfs us. Susaha is operating the time display panel. She sets our destination July 28th, 2010, 11:50.
時間はこれぐらいでいいかな。
ギリギリ
That's
すぎる。
cutting it awfully close. I remember that Dr. Nakabashi's presentation began at 12.
このタイムマシンって場所移動ができないの。
というと。
Well, it means it will always stay where. Yeah.
例えばここ。つまりラジカンの屋上からタイムトラベルを開始した場合、どの時間へ飛んでもラジカン屋上の座標にしか到着しないんだ。まあ本当はもっといろいろ複雑な計算してんだけど、今は説明
Actually,
し
we've
ない。
already gone through the logic of as long you cannot move, but then you can move through time and all of that stuff.
とにかくそういうことなんで、
It is because you're
発
moving
表
so
会の前
slowly,
日に飛ぶこともできるけどさ、
I
その
think.
せいで騒ぎになって発表会中止とかになっちゃまずいでしょ、だからむしろ時間ギリギリの方がいい。
Yeah.
なるほど。
おじさんってタイムトラベルは初体験だっけ？
あのな、おじさんと呼ぶのはやめてくれ。タイムリープは腐るほどやったが、タイムトラベルは初めてだ。ジョン・タイター曰く、かなりの G が発生して引っ張られるような感覚があるらしい。
ああ、それ書いたの。
ジョン・タイターのことか。
そう、2000年に飛んだ時に。
そうか。
The past has changed back, I suppose, from my point of view. When I was on the Alpha World line, I saw tighter posts at channel in real time. On this world line, those posts were made to English PBS in the year 2000.
あんまびっくりしないんだね。
Nothing can surprise me now. My brain's too busy trying to process all this new information. Feels like it's gonna blow.
改めてこのミッションについて説明するね。向こうに着いたらのんびり話してる時間はないはずだからさ。目的はマキセ・クリスの死の回避。
Ever since I returned to this world line, I've avoided all news of Chris's murder. I was afraid of setting that result in stone. So I still don't know who killed Chrisu. I don't know how or why she died. I don't know anything at all. If I had known it would come to this, would I have looked things up? Ask myself that question. The answer is no.
アトラクターフィールドによる収束は？
言ったでしょ、その日は分岐点なの。マキセ・クリスの死の可能性は大雑把に計算して 50% なんだよ。
収束は起きないんだな。
起きるかもしれない。多分起きる。でもきっと抜け道があるはず。その抜け道こそがシュタインズゲートの入り口なの。
So in the end, it is a gamble.
それと一つ忠告を。ドクター中鉢には気をつけて。
どういう意味だ。
私のいた2036年では第三次世界大戦が起きたって言ったよね。その原因をたどっていくと中鉢論文に行き着く。ドクター中鉢が書いたっていうタイムマシンに関する文
Details
章な
of
んだけど。
her, John Titor.
しかし奴のタイムトラベル理論はジョン・タイターのパクリ。
Wait a minute, John Titor is sitting right in front of me.
つまりタイターがネットにか。
一部に嘘は混ぜておいたから私が書き込んだ時はあんまり相手にされなかったんだけど、まさか10年経って再評価されるとはね。私の書いた理論をもとに独自の考えを加えたみたい。とにかくドクター中鉢はマキセ・クリスの殺された会場にいたんだよね。だから彼には注意しといて。彼もまた世界線を大きく変えるキーマンのはず。
No. Dr. Nakabachi? Important? I thought he was here some con artist.
じゃあ行くよ。シートベルト締めて。
Yeah. But if we think about it, Chris has been an ad channeler, so she also knows about John Titor, and she also knows then about this guy. We remember that he got really pissed when we said that he was a fraud. So Chris probably said that he was a fraud too, and he wanted to kill her, most likely. I look underneath my butt to find what looks like a car seatbelt. I wrap it around my waist and fix my body to the seat.
結構揺れるのか。
揺れはほとんどないよ。
You mean it does something else? Wait, is this safe? Susa leans forward, pushes a bright yellow button on the bottom of the panel. There are no windows, so I can't tell if the time machine is moving. The time machine isn't
たっ
moving,
た
it's
3
standing
週間だ
still.
からものの 2,3 分で行けるはず。
It's only 3 weeks, so it shouldn't take more than 2 or 3 minutes. Susa fastens her own seatbelt and sighs.
最初に1975年へ飛んだ時なんかさ、6時間ぐらいかかって暇でしょうがなかったよ。2,3 分だからあえて酸素マスクはしてないけど、タイムトラベルの間この中は無酸素状
What?
態に。
Oh shit. A few minutes without oxygen? Oh, so that's why they have seatbelts.
我慢しろと。
ここに
Susa points to the center of the cylinder. The space between me and her.
エアポケットができるの。そこに頭を突っ込んでおけばさ、10分くらいは呼吸できるわけ。
なあ、もし仮にクリスを救うのを失敗したら。
実はそんなに燃料はなかったりするんだよね。もともと入れておいた燃料はギリギリだから。つまり世界線を変えられなかったら私はこの時代に残るしかないんだ。
Oh.
でも心配しなくてもいいよ。8月20日から7月28日への往復はさ、まだ2回ぐらいなら可能だから。
What she's really saying is that we only have 2 chances.
燃料がないなら
帰る予定はないんだよね。シュタインズゲートへ行けたらこの時代にタイムトラベルしてくる理由はなくなるでしょ。
That's how she's gonna roll.
因果が再構成されるんだ。ここにいる私は消滅してきっと2036年で平和に暮らしてるはずだよ。というわけでオカリンおじさんの頑張り次第。
Her tone was light, but her expression is serious. This is the first time in weeks that I've spoken, but I just now realize something about her. Susa is pretty reckless, isn't she? Suddenly there's a zapping sound. The countless faint silver lights starting to float around in the cylinder. They look like moth dust or powdered snow. The lights slowly change colors. Violet, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red, back to silver, violet, blue. Colors of the rainbow. I feel pressure on my entire body, similar to the sensation you feel as you ascend in an elevator. In an elevator, you feel as if you're being pulled downwards, but instead, the time machine feels like it's pulling at my back. Feeling of pressure quickly increases. It starts to feel like I'm falling horizontally. I've never had experienced anything like this. It's so uncomfortable. It is so uncomfortable, I want to scream. The strangest thing is that the time machine itself isn't shaking. In fact, it doesn't seem to be moving at all. There's no noise, no vibration. It's eerie. The pulling sensation grows even stronger. I can hear my bones creaking. I imagine my body flattened like a pancake. It's not a pleasant thought. It's getting worse. I look at Susa. She has her eyes shut and her jaw clenched tight. I can no longer move. It feels like my back is glued to the wall. My vision begins to warp. And within my warping vision, the powder light still shines through the colors of the rainbow. It is strangely beautiful, like something out of a painting. And still I keep falling. Where is it taking me? Through a tunnel in space-time? All I know is that I'm falling. Yeah, you guys are in a black hole, so don't worry about it. Kappa. Suddenly, everything goes dark. I try to scream, but even my voice falls away. It doesn't even reach my own ears. It's gravity. There is an intense gravitational distortion behind me, and I'm still falling towards it. Yeah, it's a black hole. My vision slowly recovers. The smell of ozone fills my nostrils. Susaha takes a deep breath and unfastens her seatbelt.
着いたよ。
I go for air. Did I really just travel through time? If so, then this is July 28th, the day Chris and I first met. The day I sent the first email. The day it all began. Susaha takes out a digital watch. It's a fairly old-fashioned design.
1975年で買ってきたんだ。でもまだ3年も使っ
Is
て
it
ないよ。
pocket? This is where an uninformed person would say in Japanese, please. Susaha sets the watch to the correct time and hands it to me. The display reads 11:51. But look at it, is it pockety? Nakabachi's presentation starts at 12.
出るよ。オカリンおじさんはマキセ・クリスをマークして殺されるのを阻止して
お前は
サポートに回る。それと携帯を取り上げた理由と関係するけど、ここには7月28日現在のオカリンおじさんもいる、いい？自分自身との接触は絶対避けて。深刻なタイムパラドックスが発生する可能性があるから。
タイターが言っていたことと違うが、
あれは単なるフェイク情報。
Come to think of it, Alpha Susaha said the stuff she posted about the Manifold's interpretation was fake too.
了解だ。
じゃあ状況開始。終わったら
Thus-
このタイム
Susaha
マシン前に集合ね。
finishes her rushed explanation and motions me toward the hatch. I open the hatch and grab the rim. I squeeze my way out. Susaha crawls out after me and closes the hatch.
おじさんは隠れて。私がおとりになる。
Susaha runs up to the emergency door, and then, to my astonishment, she draws her gun, fires at the doorknob. The door opens easily. That must have broken the lock. Any minute now, a crowd of people will run up these stairs to see what happened. My past self will be among them. I need to hide before they get here. So those were the gunshots we heard in the beginning of the game. That was a close one. I nearly bumped into myself on the 8th floor. Right after I ran downstairs to the 7th floor, I heard footsteps running the other way behind me. Those footsteps were mine, no doubt. It was a near miss. To be safe, I descended to the 4th floor before stopping to take a breath. But Mayuri is here, right? I take a look around, but there's nobody paying attention to me. I wonder what Susaha is doing. I'm worried, but I need to focus on my own mission. I must prevent Chris's death. In about 30 minutes from now, just after Nakabachi's presentation ends, someone will murder her. Is this where I also take Metalupa? I know where it happens, in the 8th floor hallway towards the back of the building where people rarely go. What I don't know is who stabbed her, Nakabachi. Instead of running around and drawing attention to myself, I should just wait at the scene. Let's cool off here for about 5 minutes, then head over there. If I remember correctly, Chrissy tried to talk to me in the assembly hall, but I blew her off and came down here. After that I tried calling Mayuri, but her phone was off and I couldn't get through. So I went back up to the assembly hall to find her. What time was that? I searched my memories, trying to plot the actions I took on the July 28th. It sounded simple when Susan said it, but staying away from my past self is going to take more work than I thought. Frustration mounts. I shove Susan's watch into my pocket to quash it. But then,
すいません。
oh, that is Chris.
クリス。
私、
いや、
さっきこのビルの屋上から降りてきましたよね。
He looks at me with those beautiful eyes, shiny with intelligent strength. Oh, did she see my other self running in a different direction? But now before my very eyes, is the girl I love. Tears well up in my eyes. I want to embrace her right this instant. It takes everything I have to resist the urge. Don't forget, this is our first meeting. This Chris doesn't know me.
屋上で妙な音がしたし、ビルが揺れたように感じたけど、一体何があったんですか？ドクター中鉢の仕込み。
Why did I have to run into Chris, of all people? I can't answer. I'm afraid that if I speak, I'll be unable to contain my emotions. The memory of her last smile is burned into my mind, imploring me to act.
聞いてますか？すごい。
Chris looks at me with suspicion. What would happen if I were to grab Chris and run? Would divergence change? Would her murder be averted? No, that wouldn't work. You need to feign her death. I recall all the times Mayuri died. Recall all the times I time leaped to save her. Everything I tried ended in vain. I was unable to save her even once. No matter what I did, the world itself killed her. Would it be the same with Chris? Should I even try? No, don't try. I reached towards Chris, my hand shaking.
何ですか？
He steps back in surprise and fear, clutching a manila envelope in her chest. This is our first meeting, I know that, but to me she is still a girl I love. If I'd been thinking straight a second ago, I would have realized that my plan to grab her and flee wasn't going to work. Chrissy would never follow some strange man she just met. Running isn't an option. All I can do is wait at the scene of the crime. Fighting against the urge to stay, I force myself to turn and leave.
質問に答えてくださ
But
い。
Chrissy pursues me. Why is she so desperate to know who I am? I do look suspicious, I'll admit it. But if she thinks I'm dangerous, why would she come alone? I turn around the rock and meet Chris's stare.
答えて。
俺は
Can I really save you?
お前を
The world catch in my throat. Can I save her? I don't know. All I know is that convergence is merciless and cruel, and that I'm powerless to stop it.
何です？
I shake my head, then bolt for the stairs before Chrissy can react.
待ちなさい。
When I make it back to the 8th floor, the presentation has already started. Peeking through the door of the assembly hall.
俺が誰なのかはどうでもいい。それより今あなたが語ったタイムマシンの理論は一体
And
何
that
だ？
someone is me. Now I remember I confronted Dr. Nakabachi in the middle of his presentation. I called him a fraud. ripping off John Titor's post. From this angle, I look like a real asshole.
誰かその男をつまみ出せ
Staff members approach down this embarrassing. But there's nothing I can do here. I need to leave before Chris appears. I turn around and head deeper into the dim passage. An image flashes through my mind. She was lying here at the end of this passage in a puddle of her own blood. 20 minutes from now on. That's exactly what will happen. Can I prevent it? I must, whatever it takes. There's a pile of junk, toolboxes, cardboard, and the like. About halfway down the passage, the perfect hiding spot. I crouch behind them. Now all I have to do is wait for Chris's show. But what will I do when she does? Only now do I realize that I'm completely unarmed. I really didn't think this through. Chrissy was lying in a pool of blood. That means her killer had a weapon. Since I did not hear a gunshot, it must have been a knife or something similar. How am I going to defend her and myself? Is there anything around here that might work as a weapon? I still have about 20 minutes. But one wrong move, and someone might catch me. I shouldn't leave the spot. Maybe I'm being overly cautious, but this is my only chance to prevent Chris's death. I don't want to jeopardize that. I don't want what I'd do if I ran into Chris again. It is a miracle that I managed to tear myself away last time. The longer I wait in the darkness, the harder it becomes. So far, not a single soul has passed down this hallway. I can faintly hear Nakabachi's voice through the mic from far away, but that's it. The silence does nothing but increase my tension. To make matters worse, it is hot and humid. I guess the air conditioner's not on back. My entire body is drenched in sweat and I haven't even been hiding for a minute. Sweat drips from my brow to the floor. I rub it out with my shoe. I have to keep waiting. There's no other choice. I stay there, crouched in the darkness for what seems an eternity. In the distance I hear the sound of a sparse applause. Glance at Susuha's watch. It's 12:26. Guess the presentation's over. Peek out from the boxes and just then... I hear footsteps approaching. Quickly duck back behind cover. My heart is pounding. Someone's coming this way. Who? Is it Chris's murderer? I clench my teeth and try to drive away the tension. I can only pray that I won't be found. Finally, the footsteps pass right by my hiding spot. Moving only my eyes, I sneak a glance at the person. Like a... oh. Chrissa? There's no one with her. I didn't expect Chrissa to be the first to appear. What is she doing back here? This area is for employees only. Now that I think about it, Chris's murder made no sense. Why was she killed in a place she would normally never come? Careful. Keep quiet. I watch Chrissa from the shadows. About 5 meters down the hall, she stops walking and leans against the wall. She holds that manila envelope I saw her with earlier. She peeks inside and smiles softly. Why is she smiling? Chrissa rarely smiles like that. I mean, it's more like her to glare at people. That envelope. I searched my memories again. When Chrissa approached me during Nakabachi's presentation, pretty sure she was holding that envelope. But did she have it when I discovered her body? I don't remember seeing it. What could be inside to make Chrissa smile like that? Can't begin to imagine. Chrissa hasn't moved a muscle. She is standing there, head hung, face hidden behind her long hair. I can't read her expression. Is she waiting for someone? Who? Who would she meet in a place like this? That's when I hear another set of footsteps approaching. I can't see who it is from where I'm hiding, but given the timing, it has to be the person who killed Chrissa. And as proof, Chrissa raises her head on recognizing the newcomer, lifts her head back off the wall. Her expression softens slightly. The footsteps come even closer. Who is it? Nakabachi.
話がある。
Chris suddenly starts speaking. Footsteps pass right by my hiding spot. I'm so tense, I can't move a muscle. The newcomer finally appears in my narrow field of vision. And it is Nakabachi.
No.
Dr. Nakabachi. Wait. Don't tell me that this is her father. I slap a hand over my mouth to keep from shouting in astonishment. Krisu, Dr. Nakabachi, know each other? Could this be her father?
それと一つ忠告を。ドクター中鉢には気をつけ
Something
て。
else occurs to me. Why would Krisu, an accomplished scientist, attend to the presentation of a man like Nakabachi? He's just a 2-bit inventor. Only 15 people came to hear him speak. That's including trolls like me. There isn't even any press coverage. Yeah, unless she would talk his father. Could this be him? Of course, they have the same eyes. Yeah, that's her father. That much was obvious from her lecture at ATF. Same eyes. Father, daughter. In that case, it's obvious why she's here. She didn't come to see his presentation. She came to see him. But why? What could be the connection? Wait, it can't be.
聞いてるの
Yeah,
パパ。
Papa. He's her father. Her estranged father who she told me she hadn't seen in 7 years. She just said that her father was a physicist. And Nakabachi certainly is a physicist, though the scientific community at large has rejected his research. Well, yeah, that's her father. But wait, does this mean that Nakabachi killed his own daughter? Or was it someone else, someone who has yet to appear? There is no way to know. If I could be sure that Nakabachi was the killer, then I would intervene right now. But I'm not. I'd better keep watching and see what happens.
それはなんだ
What is that?
パパがタイムマシンの発表会をすると聞いて、私も考えてみたの。タイムマシンは作れるのか
She
どう
wants to
か。
connect with him. Yusuf wrote a paper on time travel? But when she spoke at ATF, she rejected the very idea of time travel. Yeah, this is why there will be conflict. Although, come to think of it, she was awfully interested in the phone wave. Damn, I forgot how much of a tsundere she was.
読んでパパの意見を聞かせてほしい。それを踏まえて手直しして学会に出してみようと思ってる。相手にしてもらえないかもしれないけど、一応私サイエンス誌とは面識ある
Nakabachi
し。
takes out the document and starts reading it with a disgusted frown. So that's what it was. He didn't have anything dangerous in that envelope, like drugs or guns. It was just some document. But that raises a new question. Could that be the Nakabachi paper? According to Susa, that document sparked a time travel arms race that ultimately led to World War III, the death of 5.7 billion people.
EU とロシアによる開発競争
Something tells me this father is very selfish.
それにアメリカまでが横やりを入れたから収拾がつかなくなった。
Is that why Chris's safety is so important to changing divergence? I get it now. Nothing is coincidence, everything is inevitable. Nakabachi flips restlessly through the document. He's not even trying to hide his irritation.
誰がこんなものを書いてこいと言った
言
Oh,
われ
come
て
on,
は
don't
な
be
い
a
けど
jerk. Nakabachi.
パパが7年ぶりに連絡をくれて発表会を見に来いって言ってくれたでしょ。それで論文にまとめてみたら、もしかすると作れるかもしれないんじゃないかって思えるようになった。もしその論文が認められたら、学会を追放されたパパのリベンジになるかも。
私は追放されたのではない
Nakabachi suddenly shrieks at Chris. causing her to shrink back in fear.
あの連中は私のレベルの高さに嫉妬するしか能がなかった。そんな奴らに嫌気がさして私の方が見切りをつけたのだ。
怒鳴らないでよ。
Nakabashi gives his daughter a disdainful snort and goes back to flipping through the paper.
パパって読むの早いね。
Nakabashi even ignores Chris's words of endearment.
悪くない内容だ。
本当？この論文はパパと共同署名でもいいと私は思って。
学会には出すな。これは私が預かっておく。
He's going to take full credit for it.
どういうことだと？わからんのか？たかがサイエンス誌に低レベルな論文が掲載された程度でいい気になるなということだ。
Oh, what a horrible father.
なんだ？親に対してその顔はなんだ？
ごめん。
An awkward silence follows. I feel no warmth between these two. The only thing I feel is distance. Chrissy in particular seems desperate to avoid upsetting her father. Of course, she wants to
久
remove
し
the
ぶりに会っ
distance.
たことだし、いろいろと話したいんだけど、パパは今青森に住んでるんだっけ？
Chrissy is trying to maintain a cheerful tone, but I can see that her expression is stiff. I remember how she said that she had trouble dealing with her father.
私って父親に嫌われてるのよね。
That is only because he's yellow. She looked so lonely when she spoke those words.
帰れ。さっさとアメリカに帰れ。二度と顔を見せるな。
でも
何が意見が聞きたいだ。何が共同署名だ。本心ではそんなことこれっぽっちも思っていないだろうが。
No. Sounds like a child with an inferiority complex. That is exactly what's going on here. Yellows.
私を憐れんどるのか、それとも蔑んどるのか、娘の分際で。
何言ってるのよ。
私は十分落ち着いておる。指図するな。
This is bad. It's almost time for Chris's murder. Was it really Nakabachi, her own father, who killed her?
私が今日この場にお前を呼んだ理由を教えてやる。勝ち誇りたかったのだよ。お前に私の研究の偉大さを見せびらかすことでな。お前が絶望するほどの差を知らしめてやろうとしたのだ。
Really? Selfish asshole.
なのにあの妙な若造のせいで全て台無しだ。そしてお前がそんな私を見て鼻で笑っていたのも知っているぞ。どこまで親をバカにすれば気が済む？
笑ってなんて。
この論文に意見が欲しいのか？意見ならここで言ってやる。
Nakabachi rolls right over Chris's objections. It's like he doesn't even hear her voice.
この論文は私の名前で発表する。以上だ。
まさかパパ盗むの？
なんだと？
私の論文盗むの？そんなことだけはしない人だって思っていたの。
Nakabashi suddenly whirls and strikes Chris across the face. What do I do? I know I should do something, but what?
誰に対して口を聞いておるのだ。
Nakabashi throws the paper aside and seizes his daughter by the throat. Chris gasps for air, her twist face with pain.
お前に私の気持ちがわかるか？なぜお前はそんなに優秀なのだ。私はお前が憎い。存在そのものが疎ましいのだよ。私より優秀な人間などこの世にいてはならんのだ。わかるか？屈辱なのだ。だから遠ざけた。お前と親子だと思われるのが耐えられなかった。お前がいたせいで、お前のせいで。
This is completely absurd. He's blaming her for his own failures. I've seen enough. He's the killer for sure. Bursts from a hiding spot.
よせ
I ram him with my shoulder as hard as I can, knocking him away from Kurisu. Kurisu gasps for breath.
なんだお前は。
クリスは殺させない
I'm going to save Chris. I'm going to save her and change the future. Even a weakling like me can pin down an old man like Nakabachi. Then I can get Susaha to call the police and he got a knife. The memory of Chris's body flashes through the mind. No, it won't turn out like that. Steadying himself with one hand against the wall, Nakabachi gets to his feet and looks straight at me. Instant our eyes meet. His face twists in rage.
さっきのお前のせいで私の発表会は台無しだ。
His presentation? Right, of course. I called him out on his lies in the middle of his presentation. Nakabashi is mistaking me for my past self. Understandable, since we look exactly the same.
よくも抜け抜けと私の前に顔を出せたな。さてはお前クリスと示し合わせ
He's
ていたな。
delusional.
そうだ。許さん。
Nakabashi glares at me with bloodshot eyes, then takes something out of his pocket. At first I can't tell what it is, but then I see the glint. It's a knife. The blade is about 20 centimeters long. I can't help but shiver at its cold shine. Why is he even carrying something like that? Is he completely insane? Wait, is that the weapon that killed Chris? I won't let that happen. Damn. Why is my brain so fixated on the scene?
私をバカにするな。
Nakabashi charges like an enraged bull, with no sign of hesitation whatsoever. He raises his knife high. I instinctively dodge back, the knife misses me by a hair. He gathers himself for another strike. The sight of his face twisted in madness, and rage fills me with terror. I want to scream. He's going to kill me. No, I don't. No, don't be afraid. I can't die here. The path is already decided. But wait, the path is already decided. Then doesn't that mean I can't save Chris? I shake off the doubt. Just think about saving her.
謝れ。
Swallowing my fear, I force myself to stop running away. Instead, I lunge forward. I knock Nakabachi's hand aside. The knife falls from his grip and clatters to the floor. I leap on it and pick it up. That was easier than I expected.
指図をするな。
I look up in surprise. Nakabachi has taken a screwdriver from a toolbox left in the passage. Krisu is walking towards him, pleading with him to stop. She's completely defenseless. No, Krisu, stay away from him. You're the one in danger, not me. That's when I thought I'd dishonor him to find something else. Even a screwdriver can kill with enough force behind it.
クリス
Krisu glances at me, but she doesn't move. Why won't she run away?
バカな真似はやめ。
何
Nakabachi has completely lost his
何
mind.
がわかる。
Nothing
Nani
she
ga?
can say will reach him.
お前さえいなければ。
Nakabachi turns to Krisu, brandishing his screwdriver. But Krisu still doesn't run away. Hehe. Blood spurts from the arm Krisu used to guard herself. She's going to die. I have to do something. I grip the knife firmly in my hands. Krisu won't die if I kill Nakabachi first. That image again. Stop getting in my way. I won't be tied to that past. I need to do this. To change the future. To save Chris.
仲間ち
Ripped microphone. As Nakabachi raises his arm for another blow, I thrust my knife at his unprotected back. Ah. Through the knife, my hand feels resistance. The sensation of searing through flesh, scraping bone. It's surprisingly tough, but at the same time I feel the flesh pulsating. Shifts in time with my victim's breath. I stabbed Chris. I can't believe my eyes. What happened? I tried to stab Nakabashi. Yeah, but you cannot. He's not supposed to die. Blade should have pierced his back, and yet at the last minute, Kirisu forced herself between us, as if to protect Nakabashi.
なんで
Strength springs from Kirisu's body. She slumps against me, head on my shoulder.
バカどもにはふさわしい末路だ。
Laughing manically, Nakabashi picks up the dropped thesis and runs to the elevator at the far end of the hall. Can't chase him. I know what's going to happen if I don't stop him, but I can't take a single step. Is this a joke? Is this the punchline? I wanted to know who killed Kirisu, and now, you know, it.
ごめんね。
Kirisu speaks. Her voice is barely a whisper. I feel something wet on my hands, wet and warm. Blood. Kirisu's blood, gushing from her wound. It's warm, but not hot. Yeah, and yet it feels like it's burning my hands. Try to pull the knife out. If I can stop the bleeding, maybe she will be okay. But my hands won't move. Like they've turned to stone. Arms, my feet. No matter how hard I try, they won't move. Chris's breathing quickly grows labored. She's suffering. I didn't mean for this to happen. This isn't what I wanted. Why won't my hands move? I wanted to pull out the knife. I wanted to erase her pain. Why won't my body obey me? It is as if someone else is in control. Chris's body convulses against mine. Pain must be unbearable. Is there nothing I can do to help her? I want to cry.
どう
The only thing I can do is ask.
私ずっとパパに認めて、でもパパは私なんてバカみたい。ごめん。
It hurts. Am I going to die? I don't want to die. I don't want it to end like this. Her voice is fading fast. Don't die, please don't die on me. But my prayers are in vain. Her body suddenly grew heavy. I can no longer hear the sounding of her breath, the sound of her breath. And yet the blood of her from her wound is still warm. I killed her. Killed her. One who killed Chris was me. As I scream, another me looks down from above. Ah! As he hears the sound of my despair, the last piece of the puzzle clicks into place. The scream I heard that day was my own.
おかりおじさん立っておじさん
Feel hands slip onto my shoulder and drag me away. The knife in my hand pulls free of Chris's chest. A fresh torrent of blood follows, still warm.
クリス
しっかりしておじ今すぐここを離れないと
ごめん殺すつもりなんで
Someone puts my arm over their shoulder and holds me to my feet and drags me away step by step. I don't have the strength to resist. Guilt and regret are the only things inside of me. I killed Chris twice.
おじさんまだ諦めちゃダメ大丈夫だからきっと大丈夫だからしっかり捕まってて
Feel someone push me hard from behind. Next, they take the knife away. Fingers are like solid rock. I failed to save Chris. First, convergence made me kill her. past has already been decided. It was impossible to change it from the start. Someone drags me out of the time machine. I crumple on the spot, powerless to even stand.
うお、もう帰ってきた。
オカリン、オカリン。
Marie rushes over to me. She looks at my face in concern. But even her concern is too much for me to bear. Please, don't talk to me. Just leave me alone.
オカリン血まみれじゃん。どうしたん？
But that might be the key to actually doing this a second time.
あと服も今すぐ手に入れてきて。
え？
いいから早く。
わかったお。
Larry runs back inside the building.
オカリン、大丈夫？しっかりして、死なないで。大丈夫。怪我してるわけじゃないよ。
Leave me alone. I don't deserve your concern. Save Chris? What a joke. Not only did I fail to save her, I took her life with my own two hands. 3 weeks ago, in this very spot, I killed her. I murdered her.
無駄だったんだ。同じだ。参りの時と同じのどれだけもがいたって。結果は同じになる。
We have a time machine. Shouldn't we give it another try? No, it's not that simple. No matter how many times I try, the result will converge on Chris's death. Even if I throw the knife away, fate will find some other way to kill Chris. Maybe Nakabashi will kill her. Maybe I will trip and push her down the stairs. Maybe she will just drop dead for no reason. The cause doesn't matter. The effect will always be the same. It doesn't matter if I time it or if I time travel. Going to the past can't change the result. Maybe a D-mail could shift divergence enough to take us to another attractive field, but there's no way to control what might happen. D-mail is a shot in the dark. It is useless. Useless, everything is useless.
無駄だよ。
だ。
俺はやっぱり分かってた。分かってたんだ。もう疲れた。ずっと休んでない。
A burning numbness spreads through my cheek. Miley hit me.
何？
He's never done anything like this before. Shock is enough to bring me to my senses. Mary looked at me with tears streaming down her cheeks. His small body gently embraces mine, though I'm still covered in Chris's blood.
オカリンは途中で諦める人じゃないよ。マユシーは知ってるもん。いつもね、絶対に最後まで諦めたりしない。覚えてる？マユシーがおばあちゃんのオカリンも毎日マユシーに会いに来てくれたよね。雨の日も雪の日も諦めずにマユシーはね、オカリンが最後までそばにいてくれたから、おばあちゃんとね。だからオカリン、マユシーはよくわからないけど諦めちゃ元気出してほしいよ。
Mary's gentle warmth envelops. Cling to that warmth, but it's not enough to heal my heart.
でも俺が殺してしまったんだ。
The person with most precious to me, who I wanted to save desperately. Wanted to save.
俺が
殺した。
おかわり。
I can still feel the knife in my hand. Still feel her fading heartbeat. They're red with blood. This is blood. Shaking won't stop. Tears fall. Guilt and despair are tearing. So, if Susaha hadn't taken a knife, I might have slit my own throat at the spot. This reality is too much to bear. But I realize that this is retribution, my just punishment, for taking the godlike power of time travel, using it to distort the past. Christos can't be saved. That has been proven beyond a doubt. At the very least, I can't save her. Not even with Mayuri's encouragement.
無駄なんだ。
無駄じゃないよ。
Susaha speaks, her voice full of conviction, and immediately afterward. Oh. Mayuri takes my phone out of her pocket. She's been looking after it.
おかり、
Hmm.
メールが。
Oh. I don't have the energy to check, but for some reason, Susaha gestures for me to look at. Turn on the TV. Oh. That's all it says. Sender is unfamiliar. Is this a prank? Spam? I'm bewildered. I don't know who sent it. But then I happen to glance at the same time. The shock is like a lightning bolt in the brain. Date it was sent. Is it from the past? I don't know which time it is. 25. Nice. Ah!
2025
Oh!
年。
I think I know who this is. It doesn't even occur to me to wonder if my phone has malfunctioned. This is a D-mail. Nice. After all, I know this phenomenon.
D メール。
I look up at Susaha. She sees my confusion and looks at my phone.
聞いた通りだ。本当に届いた。
Judging by her surprise, I guess she doesn't know much. Susaha left from 2036. That's 11 years after this email was sent. Does that mean it's not related to her? No. This is
テ
Okabe.
レビってどうい
Future
うことなの
Okabe.
かな。見ろって書いてあるじゃん。何かを伝えたいんだよ。
おい、買ってきたおー。
Daddy comes back with convenience store bag right on time. Fortunately, my phone has TV reception. As soon as I switch it on, I see a news reporter standing in some foreign airport. There's a jumbo jet in the background. Looking closer, I see burns near the plane's tail. And the caption says, "Fire on Russian Airlines."
成田発モスクワ行きのロシアン航空801便が飛行中に火災事故を起こしたと。ロシアン航空801便は日本時間11時5分に成田空ドモジェドボ国際空港に緊急着陸し、速やかに乗客の事故を起こしたロシアン航空801便にはロシアへの亡命を表明していた日本の
This is going to be a Nakabachi. Screen changes, camera cuts. Man is standing there, surrounded by reporters. When I see his face, my breath catches on in my throat. Nakabachi.
ドクター。
He's gonna build time travel for the Russians.
ドクター中鉢氏こと牧瀬正一さんが乗っており、先ほど現地にて報道陣に向けてコメントしました。
Still haven't recovered from the shock of murdering Chris. Images on the TV seems like something from a dream. Did they seem Nakabachi sought asylum in Russia? I didn't think people still did that in these days and age. I mean, all you need is a passport to travel to Russia.
無事に
Kappa.
この素晴らしきロシアに亡命することができて実に喜ばしい限りだ。私を受け入れてくれたロシア政府には深く感謝
What happened on the plane? Read the subtitles at the bottom of the screen.
機内が焦げ臭かったが、私は全く冷静だったよ。一部の乗客が騒いでいたが、私が一括してやるとおとなしくなった。
Nakabashi responds confidently. He certainly doesn't look like a man who could strangle his own daughter.
無事着陸させた機長には賛辞を送りたいね。彼はこの私と私が書いた人類史に残る論文を救ったという。
The subtitle has changed to, is that thesis related to your request for asylum? Nakabashi nods theatrically.
いかにも。もしこの論文が失われたら、未来の人類のあり方を決定づけるほどに重大な論文なのだよ。これは。
What is your thesis about?
人類史上初のタイムトラベル実現に関する論文だ。わかるかね？タイムトラベル。
Nakabashi's tone quickly grows feverish. Now he's talking directly to the camera. Moreover, he's not talking about the accident at all. He's just promoting his research. He presents something to the camera. This is the envelope, one Chris gave him.
この中だ。この中に私がまとめた人類の夢が詰まっておる。
I have no right to condemn Nakabashi for his actions. Not when it was my hand that took Chris's life.
やがて私を称えることになる。
But at the same time, I can't stop myself from recalling the words Chris spoke that hurt, afraid tone that triggered Nakabashi's violence.
私の論文盗むの？そんなことだけはしない人だって思っていたの。
Do those words not echo in his series too? How can he stand there and present his murdered daughter's work as if it were his own, and look so proud of himself while doing it? Ooh. I hear my teeth grinding in my head.
もともとこの封筒はスーツケースに入れて貨物室に預ける予定だった。実際そうしていたら、しかし、まるで神が私に世界にドクター中鉢の偉大さを知らしめようと言わんばかりに
Nakabashi thrusts his open hand at the camera.
のいたずらを起こした。その神による技がこれだ。私は封筒だけをスーツケースから出して機内にも。先ほど機長は英雄だと言ったが、人類の夢を守った真の英雄は
Sitting in the palm of his hand is a lump of silver metal, barely 5 centimeters tall. Mary points at the screen. Metalupa! Lump of metal in Nakabashi's hand. It's not just any lump of metal. Metalupa.
あの時なくしたメタルーパだ。ほらほら見て。マルシーのサインが入ってる。
Upa is a mascot character from the popular card game Rhino Access Battler. You can see Upa merchandise everywhere in Nakabara. But of all Upa merchandise, the most rare is the Metal Upa. The very same Metal Upa Nakabashi is presenting to the camera. Near the bottom of Metal Upa, I can see cute letters written in bright red magic marker. Letters read, Mayushi's.
マジだ。なんでそれをドクター中鉢が？
あの発表会の会場でね、落としちゃったの。探したけど見つからなくて、ロシアじゃ返してもらいに行けないよ。
I stare at the screen in disbelief. My body is shaking, goosebumps break out over every inch of flesh. I know what this is.
バタフライエフェクト。
3 weeks ago, Mayuri had dropped her Metalupa in the assembly hall of Rodican. That tiny figure, a mere child's toy, went on to decide the fate of mankind. It rescued the Nakabashi paper from the fire. And in so doing, it laid the foundation for World War III.
スズハ、お前はこれを知って。
Susaha answered with a look of apology.
さっきの2025年からの D メールは誰が送ってきたんだ。
2025. Whoever it was clearly meant for us to see the news about Dr. Nakabachi.
ごめん。
Sorry, about what? What is she apology?
ちゃんと説明しなくて。でもさ、どうしてもオカリンおじさんには一度マキセ・クリスの命を救うのを失敗してもらわ
This
な
is
くちゃ
why
いけ
we
なかったん
had
だ。
a trip for 2 times. What?
俺を
騙したわけじゃない。段取りとして必要なことらしいの。そう
Told
指
by
示され
whom?
た。
By Okabe himself, of course.
オカリンおじさんに辛い思いさせちゃったことは謝る。
どういうことか説明しろ。
その必要はないよ。
Susa points to the phone in my hand.
聞けばわかる。
聞くって何を。
その携帯にもうすでに入ってるはずだよ。2025年のオカリンおじさん自身からの伝言が。
え？
ムービーメ
Did
ー
you
ル。
mail?
その携帯に受
Yeah,
信
but
し
we
てるよ。
couldn't get any. It was filled with interference. He's right. When was that again? July 28th, right after I met Chris for the first time. Just as I was about to contact Mayuri, I received a mysterious video mail from an address I had never seen before. Is that what she's talking about?
だが何も映っていなかった。
Right
今なら
again. Susai grins.
マキセ・クリスの命を救うのに一度
Yeah.
失敗した今なら見ることができるはずだよ。
Are you kidding me? Is that even possible? Yes. Because now it has happened. I'm not convinced, but I checked my phone anyway, just to be sure. And there, I find a video saved mail. When I checked the sender's address, I realized that it's from the same address as the email just now. So they are from the same person, and this person is me in 15 years. 15 years, 2025, the year I die, according to Susuha. I sent this message on the eve of my death, a message to myself in 2010. Susuha said that there was a plan to reach Steins Gate. Could that plan be in this video? Mayuri and Daru peeked over my shoulder. I take a deep breath and press play with a trembling finger. Nothing appears on the screen but noise. Nothing has changed after all. There's no hidden message or anything. Suddenly it dissolves, revealing the silhouette of a man. It looks like the video was shot somewhere dark. I can't see the man's face. Unkempt hair, lab coat. That's all I can make it out.
この人が15年後のオカリンなん？
きっとそうだよ。あのね、なんとなくオカリンに似てる気がするもん。
Really? Is this guy really me? My phone's tiny screen has become a window onto the future. I can't believe I'm about to hear a message from myself.
メールは受け取ったか。テレビニュースを見るんだ。すでに見たならばこのまま聞いてくれ。
That last mail was from him, from me. It doesn't feel real.
はじめましてだな。15年前の俺。
15年後のオカリン、声が渋くなってるよ。
俺は2025年からこうしてムービーメールを送っている。お前はこのベータ世界線到達とともに電話レンジカッコ仮を破棄した。そうだな。しかし俺は、お前は1年もしないうちに再び タイムトラベル理論と向き合うことになる。向き合ってもう14年。それが俺というわけだ。その過程で36バイト以上の容量を送信可能な D メール送信装置も作ることに成功した。このムービーメールを聞いているということは、お前はクリスを救うことに失敗したということだな。さぞ辛かっただろう。お前の気持ちはよくわかる。なぜなら俺は15年後のお前なんだからな。そうだ。俺も失敗した。失敗したまま15年が過ぎたよ。なぜお前にあえて失敗させたかわかるか？必要なことだった。その失敗後の15年間、俺に執念を与えてもらうためにな。お前はクリスを助けようとして失敗した。お前自身がその悔しさ、その罪悪感が2025年にこの計画を完成させた俺へとつながったのだ。その執念があったからこそ、俺はこのムービーメールをお前へと届けることができたのだ。知っての通り、世界はアトラクタフィールドにより収束を起こす。普通にタイムトラベルするだけではクリスを助けることはできない。だからあえて一度失敗することでこうして因果を作った。下ごしらえのようなものだ。お前が失敗してくれたおかげでこの15年、俺はひたすら研究に明け暮れた。ドクター中鉢が世界にタイムトラベルの論争をもたらし、世界中が戦争への道にひた走る中で、俺は地下に潜って独自にタイムトラベルの研究を続けた。鈴葉が使っているタイムマシンは俺とダルの研究の賜物だが、その基礎理論はセルンが構築し、お前がなかったことにしてきた世界線においてマキセ・クリスが発展させたものだ。型式は C204 型。 C とはクリスティーナの頭文字だ。とにかく因果は成立した。計画の最終段階について話そう。ダイバージェンスを変え未知の世界線シュタインズゲートへ到達する計画だ。ちなみにシュタインズゲートと命名したのは俺だ。なぜシュタインズゲートなの
It
かは
has no meaning.
お前
It's
には
just
分かるは
unsolved.
ず。特に意味はない。
Yep,
そうだ。
like a true tune. Bio.
そのシュタインズゲートへ到達するのに必要な条件は2点ある。1つ、マキセ・クリスの命を救うこと。1つ、ドクター中鉢がロシアに持ち込んだ中鉢論文をこの世から葬り去ること。だがその過去を変えようとしても無駄だった。お前は今そう思ったはずだ。世界は収束してしまう。そのだが方法が間違っているだけだ。
You have to fake the death.
クリスを助けることができる。いいか、よく聞くんだ。あの日7月28日、最初のお前はその最初のお前自身が見たことをなかったことにしてはならない。それは確定した過去であり、世界線が収束した結果だからだ。 だが騙すことはできる。どういうことだと言いたいのだろう。そう焦るな。騙す相手はお前自身だ。最初のお前は血まみれで倒れているマキセ・クリスをそれを見ていなければ、これまでのお前、さらにはこれまでの俺のあらゆる行動がタイムパラドックスとなることはわかるか。クリスの死を目撃したお前が D メールを送ったことで、それはエシロンに捕らえられてセルンの知るところとなった。アルファ世界線で経験したことを思い出せ。そこで起きたのはマユリの死だけではないはずだ。お前は生きているクリスと再会した。彼女を無理やりわずか3週間だったが、今そこにいるお前は、今ここにいる俺は、7月28日にクリスが死んだお前の記憶には、アルファ世界線へ行き、クリスと共に生き、マユリを救うために多くの思いを犠牲にして、それでももがき続けた3週間の経験が存在しているはず。血まみれでラジガンの暗い通路に倒れて、お前は誰に D メールを送ることもなかったし、その後クリスに再会した時、お前が妙なことを口走る。クリスがお前に興味を抱くこともなかった。そして今そこに立つお前が、2025年の俺がシュタインズゲートに到達するための計画を立てることもなく、2025年の俺がダルと共に2036年までに鈴葉がタイムマシンでお前が経験したわずか3週間の世界線なかったことにしてはいけない。いくつもの世界線を旅してきたからこそ、クリスを助けたいと強く願うお前がクリスを助けたいと願い、その後の人生すべてをタイムマシン開発に捧げたお前が立っているその場所は、俺たちがクリスを助けたいと願ったからこそ、世界線をどれか一つでも移動しなかった俺ではその瞬間へは到達できなかったんだ。すべて意味があったことなんだよ。俺の計画の下準備は完了した。最終ミッション、オペレーションスクルドの概要を説明する。
Okay.
確定した過去を変えずに結果を変えろ。
Ah, your mission changed outcome without changing established events.
血まみれで倒れているマキセ・クリスト、それを目撃したオカベリン太郎。だが逆に言えば確定しているのは、それ最初のお前を騙せ、世界を騙せ。それがシュタインズゲートに到達するための選択だ。健闘を祈るぞ、狂気のマッドサイエンティストよ。エル、
Ongro.
プサイ、コングル。
And with that, the video ends. Ari and Daru look dumbfounded. They obviously didn't understand a single word. I, however, not minutes ago, I was lost in despair. I was ready to kill myself for what I had done. But now, I'm laughing. Operation Scold, Elsa Congru.
33歳にもなって何を最初の俺を騙せとか世界を騙せとか 12秒もいいところじゃない
It's
か。
pathetic, laughable, and juvenile fantasy. But at the same time, it feels right.
いいだろう。やってやる。それがシュタインズゲートの選択だというのならばな。俺は狂気のマッドサイエンティストホーイン・キョーマ。世界を騙すなど造作もない。やはりこの俺が世界を変えてやらねばならないようだな。うわ、ここ何日かやけに真面目だったのにまた。
でもねマユシーはこっちのオカリンの方が好きだよ。
ま、そうだけどさ、オカリンが変人じゃなきゃ僕も調子出ねえし。
ホーイン京馬はね、昔マユシーのことも助け、だから今度もね、きっとマキセ・クリスさんを助けられるよ。
でもさ、今のムービーメールって結局どういう意味なん？世界を騙せとか意味不明だわな。
それはね、マユシーもさっぱりなのです。
お前たちそんなこともわからないのか。確定した過去は血まみれで倒れているマキセ・クリスと、それを目撃した俺だけ。それ以上でもそれ以下でもない。クリスが血まみれで倒れていたのを見ただけ。そのクリスが生きていたのか俺は観測していない。
So that's right, future me. Miley tilts her head. She still doesn't get it.
つまりあの時の場面について、クリスはぶちまけられた赤いペンキの上にうつ伏せに倒れて。
そうだったんだ。
Harry's eyes open wide in wonder. It cannot be paint though. It must smell blood.
ちょい待ち。でもさ、マキセ・クリスの
今は関係ないよ。あの日、7月28日のオカリンおじさんが何を観測したかが問題なの。
そうなん？
Really, and that's because I'm not Okabe Rintaro, who lived in the better world line. I traveled to Alpha World Line and back. I'm not bound by whatever effect Chris's death may have had during that time.
だから俺がやれることは、あの日俺が見た光景だけを再現すること。クリスを死なせないようにしてな。
それと中鉢論文をこの世から葬り去らないといけない。
Nakabachi paper must be destroyed.
できる。
誰に物を言っているのだ、バイト戦士よ。
バイト戦士。
あえてもう一度言おう。この俺は狂気のマッドサイエンティストホーイン京
I
馬である。
disregard the blank stares of my cameras and brush back my hair with a flourish.
すでにオペレーションスクルドは俺の中で見えている。だが準備が必要だ。30分くれ。
Susa tightens her expression and nods firmly. I squat against the roof's chain fence with my eyes closed. To refresh my memory, I pulled out the drawers of my mental archive and sort through each file one by one. My actions that day, my actions, my conversation with Kirisu, like a Bachi presentation. With those memories who guide me, I began to draw up a plan for how to complete my mission.
オカリン、取ってきたよ。
I open my eyes once I hear Mayuri's voice.
よし。
I take a deep breath and stand up. Mayuri is faster on her feet than Daru and I are, so I helped her pick up some things for me. She went all the way back to the lab, back in the sweltering heat. but she's not even breathing hard. She runs up to me with a triumphant smile, almost like a playful puppy shaking her tail.
これでよかったかな。
In her hand is a plastic stick about 30 centimeters long. I take it, nod in satisfaction.
いい働きだぞ、マユリ。
オカリンの役に立ててね。マユシーも嬉しいよ。あ、それとね、ついでにこれも。
She hands me a banana. I guess she's telling me not to time travel on an empty stomach.
それは何？バナナだよ。じゃなくて、そっちの棒み。
これは棒ではなく剣だ。我がラボの発明品、未来ガジェット6号サイリウムセーバー。
What is in that? Is that paint?
セーバ
赤色のサイリウムだお。アイドルや声優のライブには欠かせないんだな、これが。
だがただのサイリウムではない。セーバーというネーミングの通り、剣の
ー。わー、すごい。
しかも同時に血のりを生成することができるぞ。先端部分のキャップを取り外せばドロリとした血が溢れ出す。
一体何を狙って作ったのかさっぱりわかんないけど。
よりリアルなチャンバラごっこができるじゃん。
すべては必然だったということだ。
やろうとしてることは分かった。その血のりをマキセ・クリスの血に見せかけるんだね。
いかにも。
I stuffed my cheeks with banana, enraptured by my own genius. I truly am a mad scientist. I put Tealum saber into my pocket. It's about 30 centimeters long, so it sticks out a little, but I don't mind. I had Daru buy me a sun gun earlier. I pocket that too. With this, my preparations are complete. I gave Susa a glance.
オカリンおじさん、7月28日、タイムマシンの燃料はあと1回残
This
る
is
チ
our
ャン
last
スは
chance.
ただ一度だっていうこと、いける？
任せろ。俺が世界を変えてやる。
Alright, I follow Susa into the time machine. Let's do this. Word line where I kill Chris is minutely different from the one on which the time machine will take us. Time travel has a very small effect on divergence, much too small to cause any noticeable changes, but enough to ensure that there can never be two versions of the same time traveler. However, it is important to remember that word lines are not parallel worlds. Ultimately, a tractor field merges them into a single word line. My actions are not meaningless. If I succeed in deceiving both myself and the world, the entire universe will converge upon a different future.
オカリン、
Mary leans through the hatch, gently strokes my cheek.
きっと帰ってきてね。
当たり前だ。
I return the smile and give her a thumbs up. Close the hatch as Dada and Myri see me off with words of encouragement. Susa is already operating the time machine.
このミッションには未来の運命もかかってる。
Susa speaks as she presses some buttons.
頼むよ、おじさん。
Instead of answering, I close my eyes. I find myself strangely calm. No impatience, no tension, none of the anxiety I felt the first time. How many times have I tasted failure? My hubris hurts those closest to me. My foolishness costs them their dreams. And even though those mistakes have been undone, the memories still remain as a brand on my heart.
お前が経験したわずか3週間の世界線漂流を否定してはいけない。なかったことにしてはいけない。
It all meant something. Every mistake, every sacrifice. Without them, I would not be standing here now. From that knowledge, I draw strength and confidence and pride. The memories I shoulder deserve nothing less. And so, I am no longer afraid. I will reach the unknown world line, Steins Gate. His future is uncertain, but that is how it should be. For once, I need not worry what fate has in store. Only one thing matters now. Saving Chris. Gravity pulls at my back. Rainbow light starts drifting through the compartments. It's time. This is my Ragnarok. I exit the time machine onto the familiar rooftop. As before, it's empty. I can see the top of the train station in a short distance away. This is the third time I've been here now. I run through the plan in my head one last time. Time is short, but I have no choice. I have to do it. No, I will do it. Failure isn't an option. I wait for Suzette to break the lock, then I run inside just like last time. Narrowly avoiding the first me again, I descend to the 7th floor. Last time I went all the way down to the 4th floor, but not this time. I direct my attention to the capsule toy machines near the landing. It's time for step 1. Dinette character doll series. This is it. On July 28th, the first me won a super rare metal Upa from this very machine. No time to waste, I insert 100 yen. But you will not be able to take it. I capture falls in his lap, but it's not Metal Upa. My heart leaps into my throat. That was Mayuri's voice. He's already here? I quickly turn and leave the area before Mayuri can see my face. Luckily, she's so entranced by the capsule toy machines that she doesn't realize who I am. Once I get down to the 4th floor, I check the contents of the capsule. The metal Lupa is inside. Oh, it is. This is the prize that was meant for me. Which means the first me will get... Answer so. Phase 1 is complete. No. He will still get a metal Lupa. I turn around abruptly. Kirsi is standing behind me, her mouth open in surprise. My timing was perfect. Leave everything to me. I say no more. If I tell her everything, she will have no reason to talk to the first me. On July 28th, he came to me during Nakabashi's presentation. He claimed that I had tried to tell her something, then proceeded to drag me out into the hallway further. That is part of my experience. This should be enough to ensure that it happens exactly as I remember. I pat Chris on the shoulder, then race back up the stairs. I run to the 6th floor, then creep up towards the 7th floor, landing until I can just make out the capsule toy machines. As expected, there's first me about to turn the lever in my stead. I grin to myself. It worked, the order changed. Mayuri now has a regular Upa, not the metal one I gave her the first time. And that means...
本日はドクター中鉢によるタイムマシン発明成功記念会見にお集まりいただき誠にありがとうございます。
Presentation is about to begin. The first me heads up to the 8th floor. But Mayuri doesn't move. She takes out a pen and starts signing the Upa, just as planned. Then, when Dr. Nakabashi defected to Russia on August 21st, he had Mayuri's metal Upa with him. If he has a plastic one instead, it should change the fate of Nakabashi paper. But one question remains: how exactly did Mayuri's Upa fall into Dr. Nakabashi's hands? He probably steals it from her. I watch as Mayuri finishes signing her name. She nods in satisfaction, then runs after the first me. Just before she gets up to the stairs, she puts the Upa into her coat pocket, but it doesn't go all the way in. As she runs up the stairs, see it fall out and roll away. Mayuri is completely oblivious. A moment later, she disappears from sight. I look at the Upa lying on the floor. Does Nakabashi pick it up? How? He's in the middle of his presentation upstairs. He doesn't have any opportunity. That's when Kirisu comes up from downstairs. I quickly hide in the stairwell across the landing. She picks it up. Kirisu reaches the 7th floor without noticing me. She finds the fallen Upa and picks it up. So it was Kirisu who found the Upa. The butterfly effect. In 3 weeks, this completely innocuous event changes the outcome of an accidental fire on one of what must be thousands of planes flying that day. By extension, it changes the fate of the entire human race. Kirisu looks cautiously at Upa, then looks around as if searching for the owner. And of course, Kirisu doesn't know who Mayuri is. At this point in time, those two aren't even acquainted yet. After realizing there's no one around, Kirisu puts the Upa into her envelope and goes up to the 8th floor. Now that I've seen what I need to see, I go upstairs too and head to the employee hallway. Here's where stuff gets serious. I grip the Xylem saber and shake it silently, thus activating the red fluorescent reaction inside. It will last about 10 minutes. I should get dim before Kirisu makes her appearance. I know what I need to do. The problem is that my window of opportunity is so slim. Will I be able to handle the enraged Dr. Nakabashi? Nakabachi? One mistake and Kirisu will die.
何を恐れる法音教魔すべては俺の思惑通りに行くに決まっているさ、オペレーション作るのに不備はない。俺は
Oin Kyoma will save Chris.
この法音教魔
I close my eyes and wait for the time to come,
信じる
hidden behind the same pile of boxes. I heard the sound of sparse applause from the event hall, which means I should be hearing footsteps soon. There they are. Chris has come right on time. She leans against the wall and looks inside her envelope, smiling softly as she does. And now I know the reason behind that smile. The Upa inside is probably smiling at how adorable it is. That smile really doesn't suit you, Chris. I stifle a chuckle. I'm surprised I'm calm enough to feel that way, despite the current situation. Once Nakabachi appears, that's my signal to spring into action. I'll bring out the Xylem saber as soon as that bastard tries to take out his knife. Then I'll scare him away and stun Chris. The stun gun I brought should handle both tasks flawlessly. That's the plan, at least. The next set of footsteps echoes down the hallway. Kirisu looks up. I can't see Nakabachi, but I know it's him.
話がある。聞いてるの？パパ？
Even the words she speaks are the same.
それは何だ？
パパがタイムマシーンの発表会をすると聞いて、私も考えてみたの。タイムマシーンは作れるのかどうか。
Atmosphere is far from pleasant. Nakabachi doesn't even try to hide his displeasure. And the first me is probably at fault for that. At least partially me. Looks like it's about time for Nakabachi to go ballistic. I grip the Xylem saber and make one final check. It's already dimmed down. Now all I have to do is remove the cap at the tip, and the fake blood will... My breath catches in my throat. The darkness of my hiding spot brings Asylum Saber close. My eyes appear inside. Fake blood has begun to coagulate. No, this shouldn't happen. I was certain the liquid would remain fluid for around 30 minutes after losing luminescence. Was it effective? Come to think of it, we never tested the Asylum Saber. It can only be used once before the tube needs to be replaced. Given the lab's financial situation, we thought it would be a waste to use it, so we never did. How could I have failed to consider this possibility? If I'd had half a brain, I would have brought the spare. This is bad. The plan is falling apart.
私は追放されたのではない。
Nakabachi's shrill shriek startles.
あの連中は私のレベルの高さに嫉妬するしか能がなかった。そんな。
怒鳴らないでよ。
Time won't stop for me. How do I recover from the setback? I can't leave. Nakabachi's about to attack his daughter. If I make my appearance after that, it will be the same as last time. I'll end up killing Krisa again. No matter what, I can't let that happen. What do I do? Do I go back to the time machine and try again? No, remember what Suzuha said. There's not enough fuel for another trip. This is my last chance.
ねえ、久しぶりに会ったことだし、いろいろと話したいんだけど、パパは今青森に住んでるんだっけ？
帰れ。え？さっさとアメリカに帰れ。二度と顔を見せるな。
でも。
何が意見が聞きたいだ。何が共同証明だ。本心ではそんなことこれっぽっちも思っていないだろうが。
My heart is pounding. I'm sweating like crazy. It feels like I've just run a marathon. I cover my mouth to suppress the sound of my breathing.
私は哀れんどるのか、それとも蔑んどるのか、娘。
何言ってるのよ。
私は十分落ち着いておる。指図するな。
Nakabachi is about to snap. Events are proceeding just like last time, barreling inexorably towards disaster. Please, I find myself begging. Make time stop. But another voice from within answers. Are you praying, Hoinkoma? Have you forgotten?
私が今日この場にお前を呼んだ理由を教えてやる。勝ち誇りたかったのだよ。お前が絶望するほどの差を知らしめてやろうとしたのだ。
Change the future, deceive the world.
なのにあの妙な若造のせいで全て台無しだ。そしてお前がそんな私を見て鼻で笑っていたのも知っているぞ。どこまで
笑ってなんて。
この論文に意見が欲しいのか。この論文は私の名前で発表する。
I won't court the mercy of a heartless god. I will save Chris myself. You won't die again. Not at my hands. Not at anyone's.
まさかパパ盗むの？
なんだと？
私の論文盗むの？そんなこと。
Nakabashi strikes Chris on the cheek.
誰に対して口を聞いておるのだ。
Nakabashi puts his hand around Chris's neck. Her cries of agony fill my ears. There is still a way to prevent Chris's death. A puddle of blood I saw beneath Chris's body. There is one more way to reproduce it. One more way. One last chance. It is a gamble, to be sure. Even if it succeeds, I don't know what effect it might have on the Steins world life.
お前に私の気持ちがわかるか。なぜお前はそんなに優秀なのだ。私はお前が憎い。 私より優秀な人間などこの世にだから遠ざけた。お前と親子だと思われるのが耐えられなかった。お前がいたせい、お前のせいで。
I am Hoen Kyoma, the mad scientist who defies God. My true desire is chaos. I have no need for a predetermined future.
よせ
Calmly, I step out from my hiding spot. Nakabachi looks at me in disbelief. His eyes are wide and bloodshot.
お前、さっきのお前のせいで、お前のせいで私の発表会は台無しだ。
Nakabachi lets go of Kurisu.
よくも抜け抜けと私の前に顔を出せたな。さてはお前、クリスと示し合わせていたな。そうだ、そうなんだろう。許さんぞ、ガキども。
Nakabachi pulls the knife from his pocket. Its blade reflects cold light. Once I see that glint, I laugh disdainfully.
やってみればいい。
こそ何者だ。
我が名は法院教馬。
何。
知らないなら覚えておけ。俺は混沌を望む者。そしてお前の野望を打ち砕く者。
Kirisa staggers to her feet with her hand to her neck.
断る。
I dismiss Kirisa's plea and instead turn Nakabachi with my arms spread wide.
どうしたドクター中鉢。お前の威勢は口だけか。もっとも神に等しい力を持つこの俺を殺すことなど。
ふざけるな。
Nakabachi goes into frenzy. He charges me with his knife point first. No, no, no. Nakabachi has completely lost his mind. I can see it in his eyes. He won't stop. And if he won't stop, then I'll stop him with my own body. But Kirisa might get into the way again.
貴様には俺を殺すことはできない。
死ね
Knife approaches, it points glittering menacingly in dim light. Inches away, I don't move a muscle. This is my last chance. I'll do whatever it takes. And then Kirisa. Intense pain ribs through my abdomen. I feel the cold steel sink into my body. He did it. He stabbed me with a knife that killed Kirisa. The pain flares. Feels like my insides are being torn out. Nakabachi yanks out a knife. Blood gushes from the open wound. The iron taste of blood spreads through my mouth. Pain threatens. My body's on fire. My vision blurs. I struggle desperately to stay on my feet.
ざまみろ。私をバカにするからな。
I whip out the stun gun and switch it on. Electric arc crackles to life inches away from Nakabachi's face. He instantly turns pale. I spear him with my glare. Wave of nausea. Blood spews from my throat. But I don't look away. I keep my eyes fixed on Nakabachi. Kirisa runs up to me. She holds me and supports my body. No. We're supposed to use a stun gun on her. What is she trying to help me? Didn't she hear me threatening to kill her? You're too soft-hearted for it, Tsundere. Back when I was trying to save Mayuri, you were always the one who saved me. So this time. Kirisa convulses. Strength leaves the legs she used to support me. She collapses. There we go. We got the blood. Got her. I'm sorry. I send her my silent apology. But first. He's running away. Nakabachi tosses his knife away with pitiful cry. He takes a step back, 2 steps back. Firing the stun gun once more does the trick. Nakabachi turns and flees down the hallway. But first, he makes sure to pick up the envelope Carissa dropped. How shrewd of him. I touch my wound. Lightest touch sends pain coursing through my body, and I fall to my knees. I feel faint. The bleeding won't stop. The blood is starting to pool on the floor. I press my hands into the blood. Still not enough. I reach for my stomach, wet and glistening with blood. Take a breath, then drives the fingers into the wound. Pain is like nothing I've ever experienced. Unable to bear it, I throw back my head. I scream until my throat is raw. I can't stop now. Fighting against the urge to faint, I feed strength into my hands and pull the wound wider. My blood paints the floor crimson. Sasai runs up to me.
その傷、何やってんの？何やってんのよ。バカ、よりによってこんな失敗するなんて。おじさん。
何を勘違いしている。この床を見て。
床
She looks down and holds my masterpiece.
十分な。
血だまりが。
To deceive the world. GG.
でも、これじゃおじさんが死んじゃうよ。
俺を狂気のマッドサイエンティスト。
おじさん。
That was my bet. I intentionally provoked Nakabachi to rage. I took the knife meant for Chris, survived. The wound gave me what I needed to carry out my plan. Though I have to admit I didn't think it would hurt this. There's no telling what will happen when we reach Steins Gate. The future of what world line is still undecided. There's no reason it can't include my death. How ironic. I made a bet based on the guarantee that I wouldn't die, but winning that bet makes death a very real possibility. I twist my lips into a smile. Time to put this finishing touch on my masterpiece. Suza picks up unconscious Kirisu. Then she lays her face down on top of the blood puddle. Kirisu doesn't wake up. She's perfectly... But she's definitely breathing. I stroke her head. Even if we reach Steins Gate. Nice. Even if Kirisu lives, even if I don't die, we'll never meet again. Kirisu will never join the lab. Or maybe she will. We will never build a time leap machine. But still, I'm glad I was able to save. Oh. Please stay unconscious for a while. I need you to deceive the first me. While Susa goes to pick up the knife, I use the wall to climb to my feet.
作戦完了。これより期間。
おじさん、無茶しすぎだよ。バカにも程がある。
バカとは失礼だな。
喋らないで。すぐに戻るから。8月21日に戻るから。なんとか G に耐えてね。ああ、くそ。せめて応急手当てができたらよかったんだけど。これにはそんなの載せてないんだよ。
Pressure to crush my body. My wound throbs. Feel like running, but I bite my lip and bear it. time machine is activating. Susa wraps my wound with a towel.
ねえ、おじさん。この先にはさ、きっとシュタインズゲートが待ってる。おじさんは生きていて、マキセ・クリスも生きていて、私は2010年にタイムトラベルしてくることはなくて、第三次世界大戦が起きるかどうかはセルンのディストピアが構築されるかどうかわかんない世界線だけど、未来にはさ、希望が満ちてるって信じられるような世界が。
I slowly close my eyes. It's hard to breathe, but my pain feels distant now.
そこに到達したら、きっと私は消える。ここでお礼を言っておくよ。ありがとう、おじさん。死なないってさ、きっと7年後に会おうね。
Time to go home. Mairi and Dario are waiting. And with them, a future that has yet to be written. Okay. That is probably the end, though. EG. Not sure if there's going to be some more, but let's take a small bathroom break. Oh, looks like it's still going. How long is this going to be? Doesn't look like you can skip it. We will watch through this, mostly. This is pretty much Steins. Pretty cool game. So what game should we... Should it be Andromeda or should we do something else? Been a month since. My wound was deep enough to require surgery. If I had been just 1 hour late getting to the hospital, I would have died from blood loss. An hour? Yeah, still. The doctor the doctor laughed as he told me this. Hilarious. After being cooped up in the hospital for so long, it's exciting to be walking around in Akiba again. I look around to see if Akiba is any different from what I remember, but nothing catches my eye. I just get a feeling that there are more Mo shops than mysterious divergence. I chuckle to myself, then dig into my pocket. Something jingles. Hey! There are metal pins, 8 of them. Best of all, everyone are... Yeah, this is good. The future gadget laboratory members' badges. They're designed based on a pin Susaha brought from the future. This is truly Steins skates. Which word line Susaha was that again? Anyway, back then, we searched all over Akiba for the pin. But what is different here is that it has every 8 members, which is awesome. And while I was hospitalized, I thought it was perfect opportunity to ask Dado to have them made. And of course, the one we commissioned to make them was that shady foreign street vendor. Final product is slightly different from Susaha's, but it's pretty well done. I pass through the archway to Yanobayashi Shrine and head to courtyard. There, brandishing a sword with sublime dignity, stands Miko. Miko is so lovely that anyone would doubtless stop to stare. But that's not Miko. That's not a real sword. That sword is just an imitation. Beautiful guy. Rukiko shifts his head at the sound of my footsteps. As soon as our eyes meet, he runs up in a fluster. His eyes are already wet with tears.
ああ、
そんな、すみません。
知らなくて当然だ。
でも、無事に退院できて、よかった
Then he
です。
starts crying. Seeing his tears, I feel an urge to pat his head and tell him everything will be alright. But I resist a sigh instead.
それを天然でやっているんだから、そりゃ鮮烈なコスプレデビューも飾るわ。
Mayuri filled me in on the situation. After years of persistent nagging, she finally convinced Rukiko to cosplay near the end of summer break. And it wasn't in time for Komema, but he wore one of Mayuri's costumes to cosplay event. In early September, his cosplay dispute was effective. Dozens of photographers took his picture, and the images soon went viral on the net. Try to look up his picture of Rukiko. Now you'll get tons of it. It's being sworn by fans, and since that, And since he's what they call a trap, he's popular with girls too. And there are some things in this world I just don't understand.
正直すごく戸惑ってます。
だが、お前のコスプレ姿、俺も生で見てみたかったぞ。
無理です。岡部さんになんてそんな恥ずかしくて。
だが楽しかったのだろう、前より。
はい。
成長したな、ルカ子。
He's overcome his feelings of inadequacy, accepting himself for, and he even had fun doing it.
岡部さん、じゃなくて京馬さんが教えてくれた精神三魔流のおかげです。神道滅却できました。
Truly is a worthy disciple.
だがまだまだ油断するな。次なる目標は精神三魔流の極意継承。それさえ得得すれば、お前は己のその時こそ首都秋葉原を守る巫女漆原ルカの物語は始まるのだ。それはしかるべき時が来たら教える。
I reach into my pocket and take out the pen.
ラボメンナンバー006漆原ルカ、お前にこれを授けよう。
Yukiko nervously accepts the pen with a confused expression.
僕、
その記憶は遥か彼方、あるいは前世まで遡るかもしれない。
前世？
お前は生まれた時からすでにラボメンだったのだ。故に誇るがいい。
It is. It's not an exaggeration, it is the truth. Yukiko most likely doesn't remember. But it's okay, even if I'm the only one who does.
嫌か。
いえ、すごく嬉しくて。僕、ずっと、でも、勇気がなかったから、ありがとうございます。
Thank you, son. He bows his head.
それは世界にたったの8個しかない貴重なものだ。お前を。
そうなんですか？
だからなくすなよ。
Yukiko nods with joyful on his smile, on his face.
お帰りになさいませ、ご主人
Pass through May Queen's door for the first time in forever. Paris runs over to greet me.
退院したのかにゃ？
So he's going to each and just giving them pins. They
不
talk
調
a
の
bit.
名を抱くのは伊達じゃないにゃ。マユシーは今日はお休み。
知っている。
そうそう、メイクインは2号店を出すことが決まったのにゃ。しかも
そうなのか。どうせ再開発計画の責任者の権限を最大限に利用しているんだろ。
今日これはやらなければ。萌えの力を今こそこの聖地に集結させることで、奴。
何？奴らが。
そうにゃ。京馬がいない隙を突かれたにゃ。奴らの負荷が先か。この町のフェイリスもライネット AB の大会に出て必死でカルマの充電に努めてるけど、さすがに一人じゃきついにゃ。
Ferris is even more cheerful than usual. I guess all it takes to feel fulfilled is to do the things you like to do.
狂気のマッドサイエンティスト。
やむを得ないな。そうだ、これを渡しておく。
にゃ。
I take a pin out of my pocket and present it to Ferris.
これは京馬、いつの間にこれを手に入れたのにゃ。
入院している間に。
心の試練を乗り越えたというのかにゃ。やっぱり京馬は大した男にゃ。
I don't really get what's going on. So let's just nod for now.
ラボ面ナンバー007のピンバッジだ。どうしても俺の助けが欲しいときは、そのピンバッジを握りしめて、ラ・ヨダ・スタセラと唱えるがいい。
ありがとにゃ。未来ガジェット研究所は秋葉の希望にゃ。今度遊びに行ってもいいかにゃ。
あ、もちろんだ。誰も喜ぶだろ。
よ、岡部。おめえ退院したのか？
ええ、まあ。
Tenri, Yuga, and Naya are standing out in front. Kiryu and Moike is with them. The rounders who killed Mairi on another word line. Naya hides behind her father when she sees me, like usual.
そうそう。紹介しとくぜ。
Tenri indicates Moike with.
今日からうちでバイトすることになった子だ。
Moike bows her head. She's silent as usual, but at least she's not holding her phone. I guess that's some improvement.
見ての通り不愛想なやつだが、よろしくやってくれ。
よろしくも何も。視圧師とは顔見知りですよ。
視圧師？誰
I
だ
point
そ
to
れ？
Moike.
シャイニングフィンガー。
Tenri and Moike ignore me
彼
completely.
女の能力。
前にヘンプロの仕事で IBN
I got a thank you email from her during my stay in the
一緒に
hospital.
探してくれた。
That email helped me figure out our relationship on this world line.
ああ、例の幻の PC ってやつか？見つかったのかよ。ま、都市伝説みてえなもんだからな。
萌香はなぜブラウン管工房でバイ
Did
トを？
Tenri tell her who he is? I thought Moike wasn't supposed to know FB's true identity. Well, maybe that has changed completely.
私が連れてきたんです。
I speaks up in a tiny voice.
それでお父さんに紹介したの。
なるほど。お見合い。
バカかてめえ。俺が愛してんのは苗とブラウン管だけなんだよ。
お父さん。
それに苗が連れてきたんじゃねえ。正確には転んで怪我してた苗を解放してわざわざここまでついてきてくれたってわけだ。
萌香にそんな親切をする性質があったと。
で、無職だっつうからそんなら娘が世話になったことだし、うちで働けって話になったわけだ。まさかうちの店でバイトを雇うことになるとはな。
Never thought our store would hire a part-timer. Hehe.
前にも雇っていたじゃないですか。
あ？何寝ぼけたこと言ってんだ。うちはこれ
Ah,
ま
of
でバイ
course.
トを使
The
ったことな
Susaha
んて
who
ね
worked
えよ。
here was the Susaha of the Alpha Word line. The Susaha who came from a future ruled by CERN. The current word line has a different future, so she didn't come. The time she spent here never happened.
まあ、そういうことならよろしく頼むぞ、萌
This
香。
is the perfect opportunity. I take a pen out of my pocket and hand it to Moika.
これは。
いきなりナンパか？うちのバイトに手出してんじゃねえよ。
ラボ面ナンバー005の証であるピンバッジだ。いつでも2階にある我がラボを訪れるがいい。
Moika stares at a pen in her hand.
ただし、IBN5100 を探すのにはもう
つれねえやつだな。手伝ってやれよ。
断る。この俺は忙しいのだ。
Catch the attention of the rounders again? No thanks. Besides, the three of them are better off if we never find an IBN 5100. I end the conversation with a shrug and head to the stairs.
岡部君。
I turn back to see Micah smiling, ever so faintly.
これありがとう。
あ、
The hatred I once felt towards them is gone. I forgave Mike and Tennoye both. Now that I've destroyed our time machine, we can go back to being good neighbors. I won't pry into their secret lives. I won't attempt to fight them either. It's all up to them. However, the affection that Nai showed towards Marika brings an undeniable warmth to my heart. Right as I walk into the lab, I'm greeted by the chiming of a microwave oven. Mary's smile is sparkly as she takes her juicy chicken number 1 out of the microwave. Hmm?
もしかしておかえりとおかりんを合体させたのか？
前も言ったよ。
Then Mary holds out the steaming chicken.
おかりんも食べる？退院祝いに1個あげる。
I accept a gift of chicken and pop it into my mouth. I guess it's because I had nothing but crappy hospital food for a month, but it's so delicious I want to cry.
その電子レンジはどこで手に入れた？
We disassembled the phone wave weeks ago.
ああ、それは僕が手に入れたんだお。
Daru pops out of the development room in all of his rotten glory. I wonder if he's making a new future gadget.
買ったのか？
拾ってきたに決まってんだろ、上皇。直すのに苦労した。
ちょっと古いけどね、まだ十分使えるよ。
さすがスーパーハカー。その調子で次の未来ガジェット作りも頼むぞ。
それよりオカリン、オカリン、ひどいよ。
Mary suddenly puts on a pout.
今日どうしてマユシーに一言も。マユシーとダル君で病院に行ったら、もう退院しましたって看護師さんに言われちゃったんだから。
ナースエロかったよ、ナース。僕がオカリンの代わりに入院したかった。
マユリ、お前は俺の保護者になったつもりか？
おしめのお世話もしてあげたのに。
I couldn't move at all after the operation, so my mother and Mary made the great effort of coming to care for me. Especially Mary, even though it was her summer break, she visited me every day. I'm grateful. She said it is. Be sure and see if it's really good. Ah, come on.
幼なじみの女子高生におしめの世話してもらうとか羨ましすぎだろ、マジで。それなんてエロゲ？
今度ジューシー唐揚げな。
ほんと？ありがとう、オカリン。頑張ってお世話してあげた甲斐があったよ。
Mayuri is still alive. I've seen her die countless times. Though the events of those word lines have been undone, my struggle to escape them was not in vain. If the same thing were to happen again, what would I do? Would I accept her death this time? Or would I try again to save her, even if it meant building another time machine? There's no way to know. The future is undecided. But for now, Mayuri is here. And that means everything to me.
ほら、これ。
I give Mayuri and Daru their pins.
わあ、かわいいね。
おお、ついに完成したん。
Mayuri pins the badge to her chest and shows it off with a pirouette.
これから毎日つけておかなきゃ。そうしないとラボに入れてもらえないもんね。
Nobody really made that rule, but whatever.
でもオカリン、ね、マヨシーはこのピンバッジのデザインを見せてもらった時から一つ
なんだ？
文字が書いてあるでしょ？ OSHMKUFA に岡部、椎名、橋田、それと漆原、フェイリス。ここまではわかるんだけどね。その他の M と K と A って 誰のことなの？
M for Makise, K for Korea, A for Amane. But the current Mairi wouldn't understand. Those three were lab members on a world line, undone and forgotten. I haven't told Mairi or Daru about them. They wouldn't believe me, even if I told them, especially about the last initial, A. I mean, how the hell do I tell Daru he's going to have a daughter? I can just imagine his reaction. Yeah.
僕の嫁となる人は誰なんだろう。ロリ顔の貧乳で、髪は金髪ツインテールで、性格はツンデレで、デレモードの時はすごく甘えてくるエロい子っていう
Is there
のを
something gross like that? No,
no.
I remember. As I lay dying in the time machine, so I gripped my hand and said,
そこに到達したらきっと私は消える。
Steins gate.
ここでお礼を言っておくよ。ありがとうおじさん。死なないで生きて。
Right before my very eyes, the time machine was enveloped in rainbow light and disappeared. She was smiling as she faded away. That was proof I had reached Steins gate. That's why I don't mourn Susaha.
でさ、きっと7年後に
I don't know what the future will bring.
会おうね。
There's still the possibility that Daru won't get married, that Susaha won't be born. But still, I believe that in 7 years we will meet again. And that's when I will give her the spin, her birthright, as Lab Mem 8. Until then, I will keep it in a safe place. I aimlessly head out to town alone. I want to get a better look at the Steins Gate world line. But try as I may, I can't find anything drastically different. Way back when Ferris' email erased the Mo shops from Akiba, that time it was obvious that the world had changed. I feel unsatisfied, so I look up at Radical. Obviously there's no satellite stuck in the roof. It's open for business as usual. When I arrived on this word line, right after I saw Susaha disappear, the very first thing I did was ask Mairi and Daru ask a question. And have there been any murders at Radical? As they panicked at the sight of my bloodstained body, they answered that no one had been murdered at Radical. As we waited for the ambulance to arrive, I had Daru call up the news on my phone. They were running the story about Nakabashi's flight to Russia. This time Nakabashi looked terribly agitated. His eyes were bloodshot. He was yelling, spraying spit everywhere. His appearance was strikingly similar to how I last saw him in the hallway of Radical. To me, his unintelligible rambling was evidence of Operation Skull's success.
ふざけるな。おい、ふざけるな。火災だと。人類の未来に関わる重大な論文が燃えてなくなってしまったのだぞ。ロシアン航空は絶対に許さん。あの木に乗っていた乗員は全員ぶち殺し。金の問題ではない。いいか、もう一度言うぞ。人類の歴史
Yeah, then just write a new one, Kappa, if you can do that.
私はスーツケースを貨物室などに預けてしまったのだ。自分で持っていればこんなことには。
The subtitles read, "What was your thesis about?"
タイムトラベルだ。
The scream immediately returned to the studio where a female reporter continued.
などと意味不明なことを話して繰り返します。ロシアに亡命したドクター中鉢氏こと牧瀬正一氏が、なお警視庁は7月28日に秋葉原で起きた傷害事件で牧瀬氏を重要参考
I don't think anyone's going to listen to Nakabachi now. For argument's sake, let's say Nakabachi manages to recreate Chris' thesis from memory. Nothing will come of it, as long as Chris is alive. The scientific community undoubtedly trusts the Makise daughter over the father, meaning Chris can deter any attempts made by Nakabachi. World War III won't break out, or at the very least it won't be over the Nakabachi paper. I haven't seen Chris. Apparently Chris reported to the police. that I was stabbed. But at the present, there has been no progress on the investigation, as the victim, from their point of view, up and disappeared. I heard from Daru that no one was murdered at Radical. I couldn't find a single report of anyone dying in the area that day. Chrissy is still alive, that much is certain, but I haven't had any contact with her since then. Aside from the few words we exchanged at Radical, the current Chrissy and I are strangers. Besides, I was bedridden, so it's not like I could have gone to see her even if I had wanted to. Chrissy said that she was supposed to go back to America in August. That was on the Alpha World line. So things may have changed. But what reason would she have to stay in Japan after what her father did to her? I thrust my hand into my pocket. 2 pins remain. One of them is for Lab Mem 1, that's me. The remaining badge, which belongs to Lab Mem 4, may never reach its rightful owner. But Chrissy is alive, and that's good enough for me. I once chose to let her die. I once killed her with my own 2 hands. But this time, I was able to save her. No one remembers those 3 weeks we spent with Chris. No one but me. I will remember. I will never forget. So I don't need anything else. I don't want anything else. Hey Chris. I don't know what the future holds. War may still break out. CERN may still complete the time machine. But at the very least, the future is undecided. We're building it now. From the bottom up. Not just me. Not just you. But every man, woman and child. So keep on watching wherever in this wide world you may be. Take out my own pin and fasten it to my chest. I walk through the sea of shoppers, staring straight ahead. That is the true ending. Oh. I quickly turn around. Just now, in the corner of my eye, I saw her. Girl who shouldn't be here. Her long hair fluttered as she passed by. There. Familiar figure. I'd recognize that back anywhere. She has stopped, too, in the middle of the sidewalk. Slowly, she turns to face me. Ah, so she is looking. It is her. I thought she had gone back to America. Sir, she doesn't even know me. Well, you guys kinda like had a clash. Of course she will remember.
やっと会えた。
That voice, that face, that hair, those eyes. Chrissy is standing there, same as I remember her.
あなたをずっと探していました。あの時、助けてくれたあなたを。私、一言お礼が言いたくて。どうしてもあなたに会いたくて。本当にありがとう。あなたが無事でよかった。
Kirsa looks so radiant as she tries to hold back her tears. Just when I thought I had finally suppressed it, all of my love for her flows out at once. I'm so happy that I want to cry. So to hide my embarrassment, I take out my phone, put it to my ear. Ah, and that's so it all begins.
俺だ。なぜ彼女がここにいる？俺のリーディングシュタイナーは反応しなかったというのに。何？俺が守れたと？やれやれ。勝手なことを言ってくれる。それがシュタインズゲートの選択か。エル、プサイ、コングルー。
I close my phone and clear my throat. I have no idea what to say. She's still staring at me with those wide, pleading eyes. Open my mouth.
また会えたな、クリスティーナ。
One way to not say.
いや、だから私はクリスティーナでも女子でもないって言った
Hey, she remembers. Remembers. Now I really have no idea what to say. How does this Chris know about that? How? Those were the names I used to tease Chris. She always got mad whenever I used them. Well, maybe she also had a read designer. They were Arabond, our private joke, but I had yet to use them on the day we first met at Radican. So how could this Wordlines Chris know? Well, like everyone else.
あれ私どうして
It looks like Chris is as confused as I am. He stares at me bewildered. And then I finally realized the truth. Everyone has reading Steiner. Even if the word line changes, even if the past, future are rewritten, your memories remain. They just merge. You're merely forgotten. All it takes is a push. You can remember. Memories of those lost. The memories we made together. But if a push is all you need, then World War III will end up happening. Especially for CERN.
いや、クリスティーナ。
That means Nye could come back too as well. The crazy Nye, that is. Sad times? What do you mean it's sad times? This is good times. I reach into my pocket, take out the last pin. Nobody knows what the future holds. That is why, just as this reunion demonstrates, ditches are endless. I place the pin in Chris's hand, gently close her hand in mine. And holding back my tears, I tell her,
これがシュタインズゲートの選択だよ。
GG. GG! And that means... And that was the end. All word lines complete as well. Cool. Okay, that was Steins Gate. We've already seen the the credits rolling. That was a nice after credits. That was pretty long, I must say. Oh, right. That's even in the main menu they do that kind of thing.